Hello everyone, welcome to my tutorial on Java. Today's tutorial I'm going to continue with my discussion on the object class, and I'm going to talk about the two methods that come along with the object class. Those are equals and hashCode. So in the last tutorial we talked about the overriding of the toString method, and today we are going to talk about how to override the equals and hashCode method and what is the agreement between these two. So the object class defines both the equals and hashCode methods, which means that these two methods are implicitly defined in every Java class, including the ones we create. So the equals is used to simply verify the equality of two objects. Its default implementation simply check the object references of two objects to verify their equality. On the other hand, the hashCode returns a unique integer value for the object in runtime. So now let's look into the code, and I have written a student1 class with two parameters and a constructor with two parameters over here, and the getter and setter methods. And in the main method I have created two instances, s1 and s2, and I have deliberately passing two parameters but unique, same parameters, 1 and a and 1 and a, both for s1 and s2. So now when I'm going to test this, the s1 equals s1, it should always give me true because they are pointing to the same reference. But on the other hand, s1 and s2, s1 equals s2 should return me false, because although their parameters are same, but they are pointing to two different locations. So this is for the basic purpose of using the equals method. Okay, so now if I'm going to run as Java application, and you can see that size of set2, the first one is coming as true, the second one is coming as false, because they are pointing to different locations, two references, and their hash codes are different. Okay, so now if I'm going to override the equals method, okay, so in the equals method what I'm going to do is, first we are checking if this object is pointing to the same reference, then return true. That means they are equal. If O is not an instance of student1, then that means they are not different, they are different objects, so return false. And then after that we are comparing the name and ID of the two references. Okay, and if they are same, so that means whenever I'm passing s1 equals s2, we are comparing the name of s1 with the name of s2 and name of ID of s1 with the ID of s2, and if they are same, then return true. Okay, so that is the purpose here. So now if I'm going to run it, let's see, run as Java application, and you can see the first one is coming as true, the second statement is coming as true as well. Okay, so although s1 and s2 are in different locations, but they are returning they are giving the true as a result. Okay, because why? Because we have overridden and we are comparing the name and ID of the both references. Since they are same, it's returning true. But you can see that the set of the size of the set is 2 because they are two different objects. Now if we go and look into our notes again, so the equals and hashCode methods have a contract. So what is the contract? That if two objects are equal, then they must have the same hashCode. But we don't see it, right? Because still we are seeing this to be true, but their hashcodes are different. And then if two objects have the same hashcode, they may or may not be equal. So these two contracts made us forced to do a best practice thing. And what is that? It is generally necessary to override the hashCode method whenever equals method is overridden, so as to maintain the general contract for the hashCode method, which states that equal objects must have equal hashCode. So that means, in a nutshell, whenever we are going to override the equals method, we have to override the hashCode method as well. So now let's do this. I have made this hashCode overridden in the student1 class, And you can find many type of algorithms in order how to implement the hash code or how to override the hash code in a class. Okay, so I have just got here a very simple one, and this is kind of self-explanatory. So whenever I'm going to run it, let me run. And you can see that the size of the set is now 1. Why? Because it's one object. It's now saying that it's one object. So we know that the set doesn't allow duplicate. So in the previous example we saw the size of the set was 2, but now the size of set is 1, and we can say that s1 equals s2 is coming as true, s1 is coming as a true, and their hash codes are different, are same. So that's all about the equals and hashcode method, and we have to remember that whenever we are going to override the equals method, we have to override the hashcode method as well. So that's all for today. Thank you.